Hi everybody, I'm Jessica the Book Rock Goddess, and this is...
Apparently, my hair's doing something funky. No.
That was our other video that we
I'm doing artistic word lush.
Yes, and we are here to film our
Hot Topic Tuesday.
And we've had a really, like I've told you before, you cut me off the last video. I was talking in the last video, and she goes, goodbye!
She's sitting there looking at her book going like this. Trying to feel something off as she's talking.
Off a sticker that was annoying me.
And she wasn't even like making any sense. I'm just like, bye.
It was making sense. I was going to talk about my book, but she wouldn't let me finish.
You'll see it if you see our...
It was stupid. She cut me off. She always cuts me off. Always. She always like starts... She'll pick up a book in the middle of my conversation. Like, here, look what I'm reading. She does it to me
I don't care about my mother.
She does it to me all the time. It's crazy. But anyways, our topic this week, because we're having a hard time, our dog passed away, and the reason why...
Yeah, that sounded really mournful.
No, it was like, well, our dog passed away, and...
We already explained this. Why are we getting over it
I know, I'm just telling them. I said we had a hard time trying to figure out a topic, and we haven't had any luck, so we decided to go over why we love to read and the pros and cons of reading for us. Not, from everybody's got different reasons that they love to read, and everybody has different cons associated with reading like we do. But so here's our reasons, and you can start, I guess, because you had an idea.
Okay. The first one for me is one of the main reasons I love to read is we're gonna do a pro, and then we're gonna do a con, and we'll run out of cons, but we're going to do it that way.
Okay, she's the instructor on this, whatever. I'm just along for the ride on this one.
But the main reason I love to read is I like to get out of my own head, and I feel like when I'm reading certain books, I am that character, and then I'm in their head. And I know that sounds a little creepy, that I'm in someone else's head, but I like being out of my own head and in someone else's and living their life for a change, even though, I can come back to mine. I'm not stuck. So, I like that.
Okay, you want me to give my pro now?
Yes.
Okay. One of my big pros is it keeps me sane. I tell my husband all the time, reading saves our marriage. If I did not read, we would be divorced. I have to have other things to focus on and other places to escape to. He tells me all the time I escape, but I guess in a way it is, because I leave my reality and go into my world that I actually love. It's awful. I'm a mother, and I need to be away. And I can't take a vacation. I'm going into a book. There's my vacation. Yeah, a vacation in my head. With all my paranormal friends.
I do that without books.
Yeah. She doesn't need a book. She just goes on a vacation.
I go in La La Land. A con for these books for reading and loving to read is that if something's happening in my book that I don't like, I can be a very hostile person for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, her mood changes.
You can hear me, Mom will hear me being like, really? What the hell? And then I'll throw my book and I'll stomp up the stairs and I'll be in a pissy mood until I pick that book up again. Mm-hmm. It can drastically change my mood for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yes. A con for me is my bank account. I spend so much money in books. I mean, excessive amounts of money. And I constantly, and it's so funny because I have a $400 gift card right now sitting there.
And she's spending other money and not
it. I'm spending other money because I'm waiting for this sale that may happen.
But may not. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it by next year. And then I'm going to just dump a whole lot of money on this supposedly sale that I'm waiting for. But we'll see. And it's eating me alive right now because I want to go ahead and just buy a ton of books. And I think I'm going to end up breaking down. But we are going on vacation, so maybe not. So.
Okay, another pro about reading is, in a way, me and Mom are really close. But I feel like us doing this reading thing and me getting more into it gives us more time to spend with each other, so I get more time with her, and we relate more with, because I didn't used to really like to read all that much, and now that I'm into it, it gives us even more to talk about. And I talked with her forever, but now we just have even more to talk about. So it helps keep our mother-daughter relationship close. Even though that looked like scissors and I was cutting it, but that's okay.
It's true. That's definitely a pro for me too. It's definitely made her, I think, just by doing this has made her a better student as far as school. She's more focused. That to me is a pro for me because reading and giving my love for reading.
Yeah, my grades the last 2 semesters have been way better than they.
Yeah, so my love of reading and being able to pass it on to them and see the improvement in just schoolwork for her, that's been a huge pro for me. Because I think it just, and her confidence and everything, I think it just is just a great big pro. So.
Okay. A con, I think, is for reading and for our obsession with it is, it's fudging up my priorities. When it comes to my money. She said her bank account. She's part of this reason why it's messing with my priorities. When I go shopping and get new clothes, like stuff that sometimes I need this stuff, like new bras and stuff. No. She goes, why'd you buy that? Why'd you buy this? And then 5 minutes later she'll be like, let's go buy some books. And she'll yell at me for spending my money because I'm not supposed to spend my money. And then she'll go, let's go to the bookstore. She's screwing up my priorities.
My hair's so messed up.
This love of books is screwing up my priorities. That's a con.
Well, for you. That's probably a con for me too because I am so obsessed with the books. A big con for me is like, I'll see a book on a video, on a YouTube video or something, or I'll see it at the store, and I'll say, okay, I'm not gonna buy that book, and I agonize on it, and I agonize about it. She knows.
She'll be online. It is hilarious. She'll be online, and we'll be ordering books online. And, like, she'll be like, I don't have enough money. I need to delete a book. And all of a sudden, you're like, ouch. And she'll be like, when she deletes it, she goes, ouch. Like, Mom, what's wrong with you? That hurt a little. And she goes, that was painful. She goes, Jade, you don't understand. And then 5 minutes later, I'll see 3 new books on there. And, like, I'm like, Mom, I thought we didn't have enough money. That's why we deleted a book. I'm going to have to delete some more. And then you'll hear her again, ouch. Ooh. And then I'm like, what? Like, stop! I'm like, let me order the darn thing. I can't handle it.
Well, because I want them all. And it does. It just sits in my head.
That's a major con for her. She can't delete books. It's like crack for her. Just even like the image of the possibility of having the book and having to put it down, it's like crack for her. It's like, no, that hurt a little. I died inside.
It's true. It's horrible because that is a huge problem for me.
Another pro is I had it and then I forgot. You got one?
My pro for me is just I think it helps with my memory. I think being able to read and reading like I do all the time, I think exercises my brain. It keeps me sharper. Especially, as you get older, you forget things. And not that I don't forget things still, but I think I actually remember things. My vocabulary, I know, is better than most people I know that do not read.
Yeah, it's made me smarter.
And just the overall...
I used to be dumb.
Just the overall experience that I get from reading, all the things that it does for me with just the, my writing and everything. It just makes it all that much more better because I love to read.
That's a pro for me as well. I think me reading a lot lately, I don't have to try as hard when I write papers. I mean, obviously I try when I write papers, but I feel like it comes a lot easier to me now, like in college, and it's supposed to be harder than it was in high school, but for some reason, because after high school is when I really started to, I mean, I always liked to read, but I really, took off right after high school. And, when I write papers, it was easier, and I'd get better grades for it. So, it's helped me that way. It's also helped, and then, now that's one pro. And then here's another con. We're running out of room in the house.
Yeah.
We have 17 bookcases I've counted.
Yeah.
They're all full.
Yeah.
I am literally resorting to taking my knickknacks and stuff off my shelves downstairs in my bedroom and replacing them for bookshelves. Those are my bookcases now. They're literally going in rows up my wall. And I've taken out my entertainment center, all my PSP games, my PlayStation games and everything have now gone in the drawer underneath and has taken up the shelf that they were on. all my mermaid books are right there. So we're slowly running out of room in this house.
Yeah. Yeah, a con for me. Well, that's true because my husband's actually going to put a bookcase above our bed, and I keep laughing. I said it'll probably fall on our head. With our luck, must have fallen on our head, but who knows? But a con is just the fact for me is just the time. My husband, it drives him crazy because I get aggravated if I don't have time to read. And if I don't get to read at least an hour a day,
we consider her the neglectful mother when she has a book in her hand. And wife, because she ignores everybody and everything.
I'm sorry,
it doesn't matter what's going on.
Times they can say, Mom, Mom.
Vacation times are the greatest because when we go on trips, Dan's like, Jessica, pay attention. Deal with your kids. I'm driving. And she said, what? What's going on? He goes, you don't hear that? No. And then she'll also have her earbuds in, and it's like only one. So then all of a sudden she'll be like, what? What are you talking about? And she's sitting 2 feet from you. And you're like, Mom, you're so loud. Shut up. But what? And then she'll just be like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Then she looks back, she goes, shut up. Like, they weren't talking, they were hitting each other. I'm like, oh my God.
It's true. It's true. It's bad.
She's oblivious.
Yeah, but those are our pros and cons.
Yes.
I mean, our pros definitely to us feel like they outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
But because we're definitely not going to stop.
No.
Even just a con. I think the cons are more my husband. A lot of the cons are my husband's pet peeves. I don't really see the issues with them. Like the money.
You guys could use this as a tag as well if you want to. If any of you guys want to do something like this, we don't care.
Yeah, leave a link below if you want to talk about your pros and cons for reading. We'd love to hear about it. What
I know it was kind of scattered, but we just kind of threw this together right here, right now. We had no paper in front of us, nothing. So
yeah, we hardly ever do. These are all kind of on the fly. But yeah, let us know if you guys what your pros and cons are. We know what ours are, and we'd love to hear what other people's are because there's probably some that we left out, and we'd like to see what everybody else likes.
Yeah.
So until next time, I have a review. A review of my books for May.
A wrap up.
Yes, my wrap up. So look for that, and we will see you next time.
Peace it out.
Yes. Yeah.
There's this cut. Okay.
Bye.